Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good. Introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Deblina Das, and in my MBA first year, and in second year, I plan to take finance and marketing as my specialization. I'm a commerce graduate, and I've also done my BBM from Geetham Institute of Management as well. I also have a work experience at HSBC for 10 months as a collection analyst. And right now I want to pursue my MBA because I feel that'll provide me a better scope to get better jobs in future.
Okay, what subjects you have studied in this trimester?
In this trimester, we've had all the marketing subjects, that is human resource management, marketing management, financial management, operation research, managerial communication, and entrepreneurship.
Okay, coming to HR, what are the functions of HRM?
Functions of HRM are recruitment and selection, compensation, training and development, induction, orientation. It basically starts with when an employee joins, from recruiting an employee till the end journey of an employee. Like in HRM functions, you also have conduction of exit interviews. When an employee leaves, you have retention and also the exit. From the starting phase of an employee's joining till the ending phase of all the steps are comprising of the HRM functions.
What is job analysis?
Job analysis is, you have job analysis on the two types, job description and job specification. Description you have as to what the job is about, like how suitable are you for the role. That is generally provided by the company. They'll give you what the job profile is and what are they exactly looking for. And job specification is what are the specific qualities that are necessary to perform that level of job. Suppose it's a mechanical job. For that, you need to have an engineering background or a BTech background or some knowledge about what the mechanisms are. I think a plain commerce graduate applying for a mechanical job might get a bit difficult for the company and for the employer as well to that.
What is job design?
Job design is the way the job is designed for you. That is the layout of the job. Like how will you start your job and how it is going to go further in line with accordance.
What are different methods of training? Training methods.
Training methods.
So
one you have.
In organizations, you have training programs being conducted, no?
Yes, sir.
So for that, they will be adopting various methods of training. So
Yes,
different people may be requiring different set of skills for which they are trained.
In that might, because I have also gone through training when I had joined my company HSBC. So there had few types of training. One is your verbal training, because it was a verbal oriented job, so you had a verbal training for that. Then you have OJT, your on the job training. For your on the job training, you have your technical training again. Like they'll give you an overview of what the job is going to be, what are the skills that you'll be requiring to perform that set of job. They'll train you in that process. And then is when you have your OJT, and OJT is generally comprising of 3 months.
Okay. What is collective bargaining
Collective bargaining.
in HR?
Yes, sir. I'm not very sure with that concept.
Okay, coming to OR. So, what are the management applications of OR? Operations.
Yes, management applications of operation research are your financial analysis, marketing analysis, production analysis, and HRM analysis.
What is the role played by OR in decision making?
OR is generally as a process of decision making in case of analytical decisions. Like when you have a scientific method, you choose the best alternate solution to solve that problem. And in OR, I think OR has various uses, such as it has also been implemented for cancer research policies, for dividends and policies of the country, for the GDP, for the economy. OR is considered for all those kind of important decisions. And if you ask for a company, it mostly helps in the research and development of the company.
What is the difference between PERT and CPM? PERT, PERT.
Yeah, PERT and CPM. So I'm not very sure.
Okay. Coming to marketing, what is marketing?
Marketing is the process through which the companies sell their goods and products to the customers with having a value and offering a value to the customers as well. It is a societal process where two parties are involved, where the product is marketed as well as the customer buys out of a customer perceived value as well. And customer perceived value being the expectation of the customer of how much value, how much value the customer gives to the product and on how much value he's retaining out of it once he acquires it.
What is customer satisfaction?
Customer satisfaction is how well satisfied the customer is with the product. Now, suppose if I buy a product having some expectations in mind, but that does not perform well, my satisfaction level will fall low. But if it performs extremely well, my satisfaction level goes high. It depends on what I want, and when I'm getting it, what is the level of satisfaction that I derive from that product.
So, what is consumer behavior?
Consumer behavior or buyer behavior is something that when a customer acquires a product, what is his outlook towards it? And there are various factors that affect this outlook. Suppose their lifestyle, age, gender, demographic, political. Suppose if you give an example of a demographic factor of that, now acquiring, if there's a winter jacket, now somebody staying in the hotter weather cannot acquire that because it is not necessary for him. So these are the mindsets that people have, and few things are very gender related, very age related, and even caste related. So any mindset that affects the consumer's buying behavior is known as consumer behavior.
So, what is segmentation in marketing?
Yes, sir.
Why segmentation?
Segmentation is necessary because when you divide the market into various segments, it gets easier for the company to market and also for the consumers to get a better view of what it is going to be. Now, if there's a say clothing market that is divided into a high grade one and a low grade one, and in segmentation, since the high grade ones target that kind of customer, segmentation also goes in hand with targeting. And when a company targets that kind of a segment, when it focuses on one segment, it ensures that people in that segment are buying what it is giving, what is offered. It helps in reducing the differentiation between or clashes in between two different segments, I feel.
What is marketing mix?
Marketing mix consists of advertising or a product mix.
4 P's of marketing.
4 P's of marketing. Product, place, promotion, price.
What is product life cycle?
Product life cycle is when a product is introduced, that is your idea generation, till the implementation of the product. You have your idea generation and that.
No, that is new product development. Product life cycle It has 4 stages: introduction, growth, maturity, and decline.
Maturity decline. Yes.
Okay, you know, price is important in marketing. So pricing of products or services. So what are different methods of pricing available? So what is the basis upon which prices of products or services are fixed? So there are certain methods of pricing available. What are those? Okay, what are channels of distribution?
Channels of distribution are wholesaler, retailer, then your consumers.
What is promotion?
Manufacturer, wholesaler, and then retailer, and then follow.
What is promotion mix?
So I'm not very sure with that
What
concept.
is personal selling?
Personal selling is more like a one-to-one selling, where it mostly comprises of your door-to-door selling. In that case, where the buyer technically approaches the consumer to buy certain product.
Coming to FM financial management, what are the goals of FM? Goals of financial management.
Okay, financial management ideally is acquiring and utilizing those funds for future. And goals of FM is first is to make better decisions. Second, see how much profit that company is going to make in the long run. Third is your time value of money. Time value of money is very important in FM because it shows how much the future value is going to be and how much the present value is. So it helps to compare the present value of the company, present worth of the company to the expected future value. And also it also helps in managerial decisions as well.
What is capital budgeting?
Capital budgeting is a technique where you estimate the cost of capital and how much is required, like say your working capital, like how much investment you make now and what is the return that you're going to get. That you form a budget out of it and how much working capital you want to spend on a certain project. So making that kind of a budget and a plan about your working capital expenditure is called capital budgeting.
What is payback period?
Payback period is like this period as to suppose if you're investing 1,000 rupees now, your payback period is about, say your time period, your investment is for 5 years. After 5 years, what is the amount that you'll get back is known as your payback period.
What is cost of capital?
Cost of capital generally falls under your working capital requirements, and the money that you invest in your capital, I feel, is cost of capital.
What is working capital management?
Working capital management is like your day-to-day capital investment. Working capital is any company to run, the investors need to invest some capital out of it. So it is managing that capital as to how much you want to invest in a certain project and how much you do not want to. What is the, like you in working capital, you also have your permanent working capital, temporary working capital, variable or semi-variable. Temporary is also called as variable, and you also have your semi-variable. In case of permanent, you have your fixed working capitals that will remain constant for the entire period of your investment.
What
Variable,
are different types of dividends? Types of dividends. So, okay, what is the difference between share and debenture in terms of how you make returns, return on investment? What is the difference?
In case of shares are generally owned by the owners of the company. And debentures are something that are issued to the public. Money out of shares is gained from the owners, like the amount that they own is considered in the share capital. And in debenture capital, the money that the company gains out of the public is like a public investment that is called as a debenture. Debenture, you can also say, is one kind of a liability.
Okay. Coming to entrepreneurship, what is franchising?
Franchising is when there's an existing company, you take out a license to open the same company in another place. That is one type of expansion of your business. So say example of a franchise would be KFC. The main KFC is somewhere in US, but then they have expanded everywhere by giving franchises to the other people. To other people who want to open up KFCs, like in Vizag, you have 2 of them in the city. So that is called as franchising.
What is business plan?
So I did not get. What is business plan?
Yes.
Business plan is when you want to start a business, you draw out a plan. You will state as to what your requirements are, what is the type of business you want to do. It's like designing an entire model of what kind of a business you want and what you're going to do with that business.
What are the challenges facing family businesses? You know what is family business, no? What
Yes.
are the challenges which they are facing?
Challenges faced by family businesses are, first is your compensation. Because when there are 5 brothers, suppose 2 of them are extremely qualified, 3 of them are not very qualified. The qualified ones, the amount they contribute, they deserve a better pay. And the amount the others don't contribute, the pay automatically comes low, and this causes a big clash in the family as well. Salary and compensation is one. Then you have your emotional quotient as well, as to who's getting more work, who's getting less work, who's given more importance. These things also can be considered as a challenge of a family business.
What is social entrepreneurship?
Social entrepreneurship is mostly, these generally look towards a non-profit motive, like a social organization, as we say. They work, they function. These are more like NGOs, for example. They work towards a social motive to obtain a social-oriented, society-oriented goal, more for the society than for profit making.
Okay, what is interpersonal communication?
Interpersonal communication.
Yes.
Interpersonal communication is suppose 2 people having a conversation between, it's a normal communication between 2 people.
What is Johari window?
Johari window.
In managerial communication.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is non-verbal communication?
Non-verbal communication is where you do not utter words, but then with your expressions, with your body language, with your actions, you can communicate something to somebody. Suppose if you're not liking somebody, you take a face over there, they will obviously understand that you're not liking their presence. Or if you're happy about it, that expression on your face, it's more like physical expressions, like your body language, you're shaking hands, or you're shaking your head, or any expression on your face is non-verbal communication.
Okay. What is your CGPA till now?
So 7.67.
Okay, along with the internship, what you have done for the past 3 months?
Sir, I've done 2 courses on finance over Coursera. One is your financial markets, and one course is on financial decisions. And right now I'm also doing a course on brand management. Value everything.
Okay, you have any doubts?
Not really, sir.
So, are you interested in placement?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all the best.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.